Rivers are storytellers. They carve canyons, feed forests, and carry salmon home. But sometimes we built walls around them that silence them. This is a story about rivers finding their voice again. We didn't come here just to float. We came to see what happens when a river runs free, and to find out what that freedom means for all of us who love wild and scenic places. The Big Dam era, the 1930s to the 1960s, was a period symbolized by the dedication of the Hoover Dam in 1935 and was characterized by the construction of monumental, multi-purpose dams. These dams were built to provide flood control, cheap hydropower, water supply for growing cities, and irrigation for agriculture. The Great Depression spurred federal investment in massive infrastructure projects like the Hoover Dam and the Tennessee Valley Authority dams, which provided much-needed jobs and economic development. The Bureau of Reclamation and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers built the vast majority of federal dams, often under the banner of comprehensive river basin development plans. The success of these projects, particularly Hoover Dam, established federal involvement in public power production. Then came the environmental movement and dam removal of the 1970s to current. The construction of large-scale damming projects slowed considerably by the 1970s. Economic and political support waned as ideal building sites became scarce, and other energy sources like nuclear power became more prominent. The era's end coincided with a rising environmental movement that highlighted the negative impacts of dams on river ecosystems and fish migration. The federal legislation required dam owners to upgrade safety measures and provide fish passages to renew their leases. Facing increased costs for modernization, many dam owners found it more economically viable to remove dams than to refit them. A dam removal movement gained momentum, championed by environmental activists who sought to restore rivers to their natural state. Dams once felt like progress, powering towns and taming floods. Our technology and environmental knowledge has increased since the Big Dam era. Other clean energy options exist to turn our rivers back to their wild state. But they have drowned rapids, cut salmon off from their spawning beds, and turned a living river into a chain of ponds. When humans moved into river valleys and created sedentary settlements, they came with an inherent risk that they'd be at the mercy of the river. Instead of adapting to these seasonal cycles, rivers were silenced. When the decision is made to remove a dam, a litany of economic and environmental issues are considered. The work of adaptation to water allocation, energy creation, and even transportation should fall to the humans. Let the heartbeat return to the wild. But the real work belongs to the river. The first breach isn't just a hole in the concrete, it's a heartbeat returning. In just a single season, gravel bars will re-emerge, trout and salmon nose upstream, ospreys return to the hunt. It's all as if the river had been holding its breath for all these years. In one of the most iconic rivers in the lower 48, rafting the main Salmon River was brand new with each turn, no two seasons being the same. An entire ecosystem interacting and behaving the way it has since time immemorial. This is the magic of a free river. It shapes its own adventure, and every season rewrites the ride. Places like this remind us, wild rivers are rare. Every time we set one free, we stitch another thread into the wild and scenic fabric we hope our kids will still explore. The story of a river isn't about what we took away, it's about what we give back, a chance for nature to amaze us again. The more we protect and restore wild water, the more adventures we leave for the next boat, the next kid, the next spark of wonder.